Okay, well, I'm at Loma Alta Towers, so just kind of sort of give you a perspective of what that can see if you were at the first or the top floor of that condominium complex. We're looking out over the Mobile Causeway or the Mobile Bayway Bridge, I-10. And so I'm just leaving out of here of doing part one of this episode. And this was the first entrance into Lake Forest, and this is the older part of the neighborhood. And so I figured I'd leave out this direction so I can show you the other exits and entrances, you know, from northbound headed southbound on old Highway 98 or what they would call Main Street now. I said earlier that there was two exits on the west side of Lake Forest, but there's actually three. There's one coming up here, which I'm going to pass. And that's going to be it right here at this red light. It's Van Bruin. That also goes into Lake Forest. These are the Lake Forest apartments. They've been here since the 80s. But I am going to take this one here. That's the U.S. Sports Academy. Over there used to be Marion Oil Company back in the early 80s. So this is the other westerly entrance coming into this neighborhood. And they got sidewalks that run the medians. They just completed those not too long ago. And I'm not going to go through all the roads here because this episode will last for hours. This is, like I said in my first episode, this is one of the largest neighborhoods in the state, if not the largest. But there are some main roads that go through here. And so we're going on the Ridgewood Drive. I used to come here with a friend of mine back in the, I think it was the late 60s. They had an Olympic-sized pool and also a high diving pool. Had a country club, a racket club. I think that what they have left now is a yacht club. There is a HOA in here. I don't know how much it is. But you can see there again, a lot of these houses are quite different than a lot of the others. Not any one house is quite the same. I would say most of the houses in this part are 1970s and 80s. And this will terminate to another road where you can go either left or right, which would take you out to the south of the north entrance. If you used to go left, and if you used to go right, it'd be a long way around to get to that east entrance or exit on the other side of the neighborhood. So the best tack to take, you know, to wherever you bought a house in here, you know, would be to take that entrance or exit. Now, like I said earlier in my other episode, you can see that a lot of these driveways come out onto these main roads, and in some of these areas there's blind spots where they're over a hill. And so that's something I would take in consideration when buying a home in here. You certainly want to get a home inspection done on these. I mean, for the most part, you know, I've said in my past episodes, the older the house is, generally the better the bones. But there were some building issues with a lot of these as well. And that's not just in Lake Forest, that's just anywhere in America. And that's why you would really want to have it inspected so you kind of sort of know what you're getting into, and if there could be some defects in the home that could potentially cost you a lot of money. Okay, this is where it's going to come to where you got to make a decision, go left or right. So we're at Bayview Drive, and so this is where I'm going to cut it off right here. Well, I guess I'll take you on, let's just go northbound so you can kind of sort of see where this goes. So if you lived on this part of the neighborhood, it might be quicker to actually go this direction, and especially if it got blocked. And that's another thing too, You know, it's a good thing that Lake Forest has all these entrances and exits, because when Hurricane Sally came, you can see how wooded, and you see how hilly it is in here as well. You can see how wooded this is, and so a lot of these roads got blocked. And so, you know, you might want to take a different way out of here if the part of your neighborhood got blocked off by one of these. So that's Rolling Hill Drive, and it makes a really long sweep, which comes back out on this other side up here. And the golf course is going to be coming up here as well. I mean, it goes all through this neighborhood, but you can see the cart crossing right here. And I think you're going up a little bit further, and that's going to be the clubhouse up there. Looks like a nice day to play golf. I don't see many people out though. See, there's where Rolling Hill comes back out, but it makes a long sweep coming back this way. Probably more than 2 miles, maybe 3. There's some golfers. Now, some of these just terminate to little cul-de-sacs. You can see a lot of the roof designs are quite the same in some regards. That seemed to be a popular style back in the 70s and 80s. That's going to be where you would go to get to the country club back there. That would take you to the east entrance. That's going to be part of Ridgeway as well. Now we're crossing the head of Doleave Creek, well, actually the head of the lake, which drains into Doleave Creek. Got an estate sale there. I don't have to make a U-turn back to that. I think you're starting to get the drift about how big this neighborhood is. I mean, it's really big. Now, some of these houses back on this side here are certainly in the 70s. I remember a person that lived in that one there, and that was around 77, I think. So we're coming out onto Highway 90, which I'm going to make a U-turn before I get to that right here. So we're looking right there at Highway 90. This comes out right here at Home Depot. And so you'll be right there at Home Depot if you needed to come get some materials to work on your home. So I'm going to cut it off, guys, and go to part 3. I hope what I put here has been somewhat informative. Tells you about the meeting there. They got these signs which kind of tell you what's going on in the neighborhood. Thanks for watching, and if you're still interested in Lake Forest, go check out episode 1 and 3 and 4. Take care, guys.